today, inside the program Good Morning Salon, they talk to Samuel E.B. Johnson, Supervisor Trade and Tariff Unit, now the Custom Service Department, now the National Revenue Authority. We will look at the operations and work of the Customs Departments, now the National Revenue Authority, as they join other countries them around the world for celebrate the World Customs Day. We now January 26 this year. For that, I want to welcome inside the program. Good morning and welcome to the program Good Morning Salon.
Good morning. Thank you very much.
Okay, that's now Samuel E.B. Johnson, Supervisor Trade and Tariff Units, now the Customs Service Department, National Revenue Authority. As I mentioned earlier, January 26 every year, World Customs Organization and custom agencies them around the world can celebrate the International Customs Day, and the theme for this year now commitment to enhancing efficiency, security and prosperity as our core focus. And also we get the mandate of the customs departments. Now salon, we part of them now forget attacks, prevent smuggle, enforce compliance with trade regulations, trade facilitates trade, and also customers protection among them functions them. How this don't sound like, and within the plan for improve the mandates as they join other countries them now the world for celebrate World Customs Day on the 26th of January. Make we get Samuel E.B. Johnson at the program. Good morning again and welcome to the program Good Morning Salon.
Thank you very much.
Yes, from that background where I don't get when I join other countries them now the world for celebrate World Customs Day on the 26th. As I don't mention the team already, and una function them we una differ. But how it don't sound like so far now the customs departments in line with the mandates them we una get for improve tax collection and also border protection for prevent smuggling, enforce regulation and facilitate trade among una core functions them.
Thank you very much. Indeed, the Customs Service Department, they deliver on a mandate, but they do everything possible for, as you rightly mentioned, for generate taxes for the government, for prevent smuggling, for secure we borders, border protection, and all other functions we come under we mandate. We get the support of the government, we get the support of the WCO, when the umbrella body of customs organization and administration of the whole world. As they give them support, then they give technical assistance and all other things them we the gather we, you understand, for putting at the right footing for deliver on the mandate.
Every year,
yes,
we get the National Revenue Authority, they announce targets to salon people. How key the Customs Department day for ensure say the National Revenue Authority achieve the targets we then can tell the public say now this we want gather for this year?
Definitely, we do everything within reach, everything possible for meet with targets we government they set for we. As you self know, you hear na the media, you see na you read on the newspaper. And all about, say, customs and the National Revenue Authority as a whole, they do everything possible. We get everything, we go enable we, and where they enable we for me to target. And then a federal now we cap.
How important the Customs Department day within the NRA?
Very, very important. Customs Department. You just don't mention all the functions, we call functions them. Revenue generation, border protection, curbing smuggling and all the rest of it. We're very, very much important within the NIA, as all other departments say very much important.
We just complete the year 2024. How you go describe the work we custom do inside the year 2024?
Gonna be a marvelous job.
What are the indicators?
Yes, because we almost very close, very, very close, if not for one or two, issues that we militate against we're very close for hits we target, and we do very well in terms of we target.
Speaking of target, what's been the target and how close you been there?
Well, specifically as seated here, I cannot give you figures.
Okay.
I cannot give you figures, but we do very, very well. We do very, very well.
So, you are supervisor for trade and tariff unit na the Customs Service Department. Look at the role of this department for push the work of Customs Service go before.
Now, a very important unit within the Customs Department, because for now we therefore verify values of goods. Now, the department that one way they verify values of goods. In we own context, goods they be value by a separate body, okay? Because now the ITAS, International Trade Services, and then they do classification, valuation, and of goods, okay? When they do them, then everything a document where then they submit to we can refer to as the CVC, classification and valuation certificate. That certificate they come down to we, and we they verify. We they verify the values there of them goods there, and we can either accept them values in there, or we uplift them values in there, all the within our mandate. So it's a very, very key unit to the whole customs operation, because now we verify goods and we verify values of goods.
Verifying goods and verifying the value of goods. Take me through the goods them we una the levy tax on, and within the different tax them we una can levy on them.
Well, because all goods. If I forgive, no. We get what we call rates of values. All goods not they attract the same rates. Okay, all goods not they attract the same rates. For instance, let's take like a rice. Okay, or rice gets a own presidential pronouncements and all that kind of thing. Now we take like a Maggi now. Okay, Maggi they come, it gets an import duty of 20%. It gets a GST of 15% we get to pay. It gets other tax angles then, like the non-ECOWAS levy. All of that put together, okay, now wait till they compute, and at the end of the day, the required tax will be paid on that particular product.
Apart from the goods them we get GT waiver from government, whose goods them again they come to the saloon port or the borders them where they attract zero tax?
Yeah, of course. The goods the way I go point out here now, like medicines now. Okay, we get specific drugs the way they come into the country. For example, drugs for diabetes, drugs for malaria, and the like. The one they attract zero rated. They are zero rated tax. And there are times again where, as you rightly say, aside concession, government pronouncements can come up. Okay, presidential pronouncements can come up and say, because of one or two agencies particular, like for instance, like the advent of this solar business in this country, where we've been just begin for like receiver, where the government's been say for a particular period of time, where they waive out import duty on this particular product.
Now, whose goods where they come through we key no or we borders them that attracts the highest tax?
Well,
or we get the highest tariff?
Well, interestingly, we get 5 bands then. Okay, we get 5 bands. We get the 35%, we get the 20%, we get the 15%, we get 10% and the 5%.
Who's one at the top 35%, 5 and 10%?
Well, actually, 35% tax system. Now the one way we for now, based on the ECOWAS Common External Tariff, we not so much they receive goods them we attract that 35% there. We not so much receive them for now. Basically, much of the goods them, or most of the goods they receive now, 20%, 15%, 10%, 5%, and the like.
What are the example of them goods then?
For example, you get, like as I be rightly say, like a paper at 20%. Okay, you get like a how you call it now, spare parts. Most of the spare parts where they come now 5%, and like, so you see the goods, what should I say now? The rates of duties vary from one good to the other to the other to the other based on the tariff.
If, for instance, I want import motor car, what it go cost?
Well, you are import motor car.
For example, yes.
Yes, the conditions where don't be set for the importation of vehicle in terms of the customs on side. Now that vehicle then vary from condition to condition. What I mean by that, you get new vehicles when they come into the country. You get old vehicles when they come into the country. Now by the age them, okay. Now by the age of vehicles, the valuator or the officer where they in charge for value vehicles and gets in valuation guide. It will tell you say this age to this age, now this is for pay. That age to that age, now this is for pay. And based on the type of vehicle as well. Trucks, light vans, cars, and all the rest of it. So that one day we get a set valuation guide on them where the valuation officer with another particular unit say they use for value the vehicles.
So all of them things there, so now based on the cost, the weight, or based on insurance or freight,
definitely now based on them value, we can say them value. Okay, the value we attract at the open market. We get three angles that we can use, we can put together for come up with a definite value where now based on that value there you will pay a percentage as duty. Like the cost we can refer to as the FOB, okay, the freight, the transport cost for Canada, and the insurance where you could take. We put all three together for there, which we call the CIF. When based on the CIF, we compute the value for a specific good.
Earlier, I talk about when I work them and the rates them way, when they levy on different products them way they come na salon. Most times people can prefer go do their exports or imports through Guinea and left salon. Why is it like that?
Well, probably they get even specific reasons then why they can do that. But one of the reasons then where they can say like the freight component, wherein probably they can look and say for transport and goods from them the point of securing and to the destination is cheaper through Guinea than Sierra Leone. But even at that, if you bring your goods come through Guinea and you clear on Guinea, if you want to come into the country, you want to come into Sierra Leone, especially now where the ECOWAS CET not come into full play it, you go get for pay some duty, you go get for pay you desired duty for coming to the country.
No,
but when the implementation of the ECOWAS CET go down stable, I think to say when once you don't enter into the block, the ECOWAS block, a free movement of goods.
When you talk about the ECOWAS bloc, we look at when I part of several treaties and agreements around the African continent, and one of them the common external tariff of the economic community of West African states. How far the implementation of this and how they cooperate with this?
Well, we don't go far because we don't come up with the tariff, and we just upload the recent version of the tariff where we they use, and I believe say the commission they work assiduously, then they put everything in place for we reach to the point where we're supposed to reach. But so far so good, we don't go far because we use the tariff now.
This the impact when I work in any way?
Well, yes, positively, because it make the work very smooth for we, and as harmonization don't take place, it don't harmonize all the tariff them within the sub-region, and yes, for answer your question, yes, it impact them positively.
What in an example of the harmonization, commodity description, and coding system one they use for this common external tariff on economic community of West African state ECOWAS?
Well, it's a harmonized system, okay. If I just give you a background, within the ECOWAS block, okay, they harmonize all the tariff rates them. All the tariff codes them, sorry, not the rates, codes them. Wherein, for instance, if a particular product they pass under chapter 30, okay, like livestock now we're in chapter 10101, okay, we're at the tariff heading. You understand it? If you find them in this country, if now you go use in this country, you go to any other customs administration within the block, now the same tariff you go use, the same tariff code that you go use. So you find out say them don't harmonize everything. All the goods descriptions them where we go use in Sierra Leone, now the same thing they go use in Liberia, and the same thing they go use in other countries them we make work very, very easy.
And you talk about harmonization in which form? Is it the pricing?
No, not in the pricing. Harmonization in the tariff description. The tariff description and coding.
For we listeners and viewers, you can break down that term they done in terms of when you talk about coding and harmonization and description.
Yeah, definitely. Like we say inter alia, every good gets in particular tariff line where it pass. Okay, it under a particular chapter, it under a particular heading. Like the simple one I give just not like for livestock, okay, where in heading at 0101. Then chapter 1, okay, we're at the first chapter, not the tariff, okay, and under the first heading. Fine. So as we they say, the description under that particular heading they are the same throughout the ECOWAS block. Okay? Are the same throughout the ECOWAS block. So if you can add the way then describe this particular product, that the same thing, that the same way then go describe them, that another country we belong to the ECOWAS, we're under the ECOWAS CET, and in terms of the tariff line them, not the same thing. So like not the harmonization that.
And earlier,
in a simple form.
what we talk about una function part of not forget couple through when tax collection, prevent smuggling, enforce compliance with trade regulations, and also facilitate trade. No look at tax collection, we very key because governments sometimes depend on local revenue for ensuring they implements them agenda or programs them. What are some of the strategies and tactics where the customs departments they applied in terms of tax collection?
Well, as I've been saying earlier, we use several tactics and strategies then, okay? For now, we don't go into automation, okay? We all know say we use this as a CUDA++ now, as a CUDA world, so we don't migrate from as CUDA++ to as a CUDA world. Okay, we're in an advanced form of ASECUDA. We allow for an importer, okay, for doing self-declaration. It can do in self-declaration, it declare in goods straight into the system, okay. It can pay in tax system through the banks, straight into the system, all don't be automated. Payments of duties and all the rest of it don't be automated. Then in a one big push where we don't make for it work very easy for we, okay, through the help of we do not partners the WCO and all the rest of it.
So this particular strategy, una get the right infrastructure for make sure say it continue for boost on a tax collection drive.
Definitely, because it prevents a lot of loopholes as compared to the time where we've been the go manual. You understand? Yes. We get the capacity for let it be sustained over a very long period of time, because we don't begin for use them ages back and we still use them and it improve very, very well in terms of revenue generation.
Apart from this one strategy, or what are the other strategies that the Customs Service Department they use for boost tax generation?
Like as we say, we protect the borders, border protection. So you understand one of loopholes and the one in the way tax system can be leaked out. Okay, so to protect them, we get the border. We get a whole team, a whole unit now. We na the border management unit. We then they for like protect the border. Then they do very well. Then they go all around the ports them, all around the border crossing points them, and ensure see all the crossing. You understand the probably of goods of blah blah blah. Then they pay the correct and right and duty they're supposed to pay for them particular goods and then they prevent smuggling. Because there are times where because of the so many border crossing points organ of the country, smuggling activities then can take place. But we they try as best as possible for cut down on them so that we go get the desired result.
Look at ICT infrastructure as well for because you said will agree with me say paper-based work, all that no the help with regards on a mandate for prevent smuggling. How ICT or technology do help in this drive?
Like as I've been not mentioned earlier, we secure the world, okay? Na internet drive, internet based kind of program. Me not a specialist in that area there. Okay, I'm not a specialist in that area there. But I go tell you say the ICT department, now the National Revenue Authority, then they do so well. So well for ensure say this a secure world. Okay, they work well. It's an internet kind of internet based program. So they are doing very well. They always monitor, they always ensure say every seen or foreseen issues or faults or problems they be amended there and then, and operations they go on smoothly.
We welcome back now studio enjoying Samuel E.B. Johnson, Supervisor Trade and Tariff Unit with the inside the program for counterparts the World Customs Day with January 26 with the join other countries them around the world for celebrate. With regards the celebration, within are the planned activities then?
Yes, the activities don't start with radio programs like this one where they saw now other radio stations them and television, and it will continue on the 27th now the long room of the customs house wherein dignitaries then will come around. A keynote speaker will there for deliver a keynote on the theme where Amenon rightly say, and other to tailor the activities and go there around.
Would I get anything for celebrate during this week or would I go point at?
Well, not a week-long celebration.
No, when I get anything for celebrate as soon as I join other countries them around the world, NRA.
We get any theme, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. We get now the one theme we they use for celebrate this day. The theme where the World Customs Organization give, where now all members, all customs administration, okay, the world over they use. Like as I've been on say, a customs commitment, okay, delivering on the commitment, okay, to efficiency, to security, and to prosperity.
How would they use this day for achieve the theme, win a commitment to enhancing efficiency, security, and prosperity?
Okay, definitely. As we look at then three major aspects there. Efficiency. We don't say for enhanced revenue generation, okay, we need for be efficient in the processes and procedures. You understand? And the drive for generate revenue. So it's like we try as best as possible, okay, for CCA customs to all waiting it takes, okay, for be very, very much efficient in revenue generation. Of course, we don't talk about security. We don't talk about the borders. Wherein we they all over and we make sure say we secure the border and other forms of security within. okay? And for prosperity, of course, that one it goes without saying. Revenue generated, the government they use them, okay, for developmental purposes and for all waiting it take for make the country prosper.
Okay. Let's take you back still on the International Customs Day. When you talk about the International Customs Day, what are the importance to the Customs Service Department of this day?
Well, the International Customs Day, it enable we for recognize the role of customs, you understand, in global trade. If you look at them, the day we celebrate the work way customs they do, okay? We look at them strengthening global supply chain. It doesn't we talk about supply chain. We talk about the movement of probably goods, okay? We talk about the movement of information, finances, okay, from the supplier to the consumer or to the customer, okay? We look at that as well. We look at reinforcing collaboration, okay? Government to government collaboration, okay? Customs administration to customs administration collaboration. We look at stakeholders collaboration and all the rest of it. Then we look at harnessing technology as well, okay? We very well know say if we want this day and age, not technological day and age, okay, and if we want to get to a desired goal, okay, we can use technology. And technology in this sense, it creates efficiency in the processes and procedure, because the automation we don't do and all the technological elements that we don't put in place cause we for be very, very much efficient in discharging the duties.
What are some of the challenges them in the customs department, Nasaro?
Well, until you say, for like still on this technological area, until you say for like a service provider that we can get for like a power we executor, there are times where not so even then say fuel fault, you know, the weather condition and other things, them it can cause power shortage, network issues and all the rest of it. So I'll look and say a challenge, but not too much better challenge.
That in any way they lead to the delay where people raise concern about the clearance for clearing goods them where they can now attack or now the different border crossing point then?
Well, not at all times, because we get other stakeholders in back way we work together with customs. Because most of the time, as I say, delay now wataki, the customs people then can point finger at. But you get other stakeholders in down at the key, at the ports way, probably one way or the other, then self can cause delays. Yeah.
How this delay they affect una revenue mobilization and how much Kopona can generate yearly?
Well, of course, it gets really impact on the revenue generation, because you go take and see something which we target or aim for collect for a day. If something else happen, okay, we not go collect them for that particular day, a day collection. But we can see how best we can go extra mile, something that we can work, you understand, it over time and all the rest of it for CC we cover up and get what we need for that.
How much Kopona together yearly as customs department?
Well, we get we set targets. I no go rightfully say now, okay, give you figures now, but National Revenue Authority assign targets, okay, to every department, and even we self will break them down to various unit them. For example, the stations get their own targets, okay, the main customs administration down the key, okay, gets we on target and all the rest of it put together at the end of the day, then we can able for achieve.
You come out from the trade and tariff units, you know, the supervisor for that unit day. Let me look at trade na the Mano River Union Basin. Of course, the Leone's now one of the weakest currencies them na the world, and the weakest na the Mano River Union. How this don't affect trade between the Mano River Union Basin? How this the impact on una revenue generation?
Well, I want to say the impact on revenue generation, well, a bit negatively, because let me take for instance Guinea now. Okay, Guinea now one of the through we border crossing, Nagbalamuya Cambia, now one of the stations and the one in the way we've been they generate a whole lot of revenue, okay, for the government. But because as you rightly say, the way we couple them drop and all the rest of it, much trade not go on between Sierra Leone and Guinea for now. Okay, you go find out say based on the records, based on the figures, you go find out say it don't drop drastically over a period.
How much will be collect before, and how much will they collect now from border trade?
As I tell you, I don't want to give you figures now, because I know they in a position now seated here for give you figures. But I want to tell you, say in terms of trade activities drop drastically, especially trade between Sierra Leone and Guinea.
Before we can look at issue them, you will talk about una targets. In brief, as Customs Service Department, una be meet on a target?
Yeah, obviously. As a department, as Customs Service Department, we meet with targets. I mentioned inter earlier, say probably one or two hiccups in the way cause the National Revenue Authority not for meet with targets. But as I tell you, targets they be distributed based on the or as per department, from department to department to department. But we as the Customs Service Department, we actually meet with targets.
To the look at messages them, this one they ask, you say, please, Mr. Johnson, what are the celebrations? Can you tell us again?
And this other one from McTen and New England, they say, Mr. Supervisor, on Wednesday, January 15, the leadership of National Revenue Authority conducted an on-the-spot fact-finding exercise at the Water Key Customs Department operation. What was this fact-finding about? From McTen.
From Tunde Scott now Facebook page, they say one of the main factors that is responsible for the hike in price of food and other items in the NRA is the NRA or Customs Department. When you keep on increasing tax on businesses, people more so importers, there will definitely be an increase of prices in the market.
From Saidu Abbas Dumbuya, now we're the Democracy Facebook page, they say, Mr. Supervisor, what are the roles of custom brokers in revenue mobilization, trade facilitation, and in promoting custom modernization agendas?
This one say, thank you very much for finding Orange, but how does this benefit the ordinary customers who have suffered from their poor services? I couldn't use my Orange MiFi for about 2 weeks, and yet my subscription was cut off just when it expired.
And this other one, they say, Mr. Supervisor, how you go react to people concerned we say na the port plenty drugs can pass?
So this one say, please, what is the age of vehicles that are permitted to enter Sierra Leone? From the message, they will come to we studio guest for respond to them because we not get better time again.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'll start with the age of vehicle. Now, for we don't get a clear cut age. We will say this one not for cam, this one for cam. Okay. As I say inter earlier, based on the age of the vehicles, you understand the condition of the vehicles, the type of vehicles, you understand. Now, based on that one day, we able for compute with duties, and they allow you for go pay and take ownership of your vehicle. The port as a gateway to drugs, as somebody else wants say. I know one for 100% accept that. That not the happen. You know, say as in any port, you must get one or two people that way, can take chances. They can take chances. But we always stand alert. Customs always stand alert, and the one or two cases cases of kush and blah blah blah, we can apprehend them, and then we can prosecute them. And going forward, somebody else asked about the role of the brokers. What the broker then they do an extremely wonderful and good role. You know, so then stand between customs and the importers. And honestly speaking, we dey make sure that they are trained, because when they're trained, then they be efficient in discharging their duties. And in most cases, then they help a long way, because during the period where then they do the declaration, okay, trained brokers, they make sure say they do the correct thing, they use the right HS code, they do the correct classification, they compute the right duty and all the rest of it. And at the end of the day, the work will be very easy with we or for we.
Somebody they say now when I make things in the another market.
Well, I don't want to agree with that 100%, because from time immemorial, duties and other taxes to be paid, and we don't see that way they are with the inflate, taxes. We don't see that way. In fact, we go thank we head of states, the government of Sierra Leone. We look what it don't do for we for rice. We all happy, we all gladdy, because it do a reduction in the price of rice and all the rest of it. And we look forward to more of that.
Okay. Somebody asked about the celebration, the activities then quickly.
Oh yes, the celebration, as you rightly say, the World Customs, International World Customs, is at the 26th, but because of the weekend, okay, we're going to celebrate them on the 27th, when on Monday.
Thank you. Okay, thank you very much for joining me here to the edition of the program Good Morning Salon. Samuel E.B. Johnson, Supervisor, Trade and Tariff Unit, na the Customs Service Department, National Revenue Authority, NRA. We been inside the program for talk about the World Customs Day. We in January 26th this year. We then go join other countries them for celebrate, but according to them, since they fall on Sunday, then they celebrate on Monday. All the best in una celebration.
Thank you very much.